Now for the quote-unquote unhealthy, and we'll go pretty much into detail, at least basic detail, into some of this. Saturated fats, trans fats, the so-called omega-6 fats. The omega-6 fats are the polyunsaturated fats, or at least the class of polyunsaturated fats. Diet full of sugars or high fructose corn syrup is considered quote-unquote unhealthy. High glycemic carbs in large amounts, white rice or potatoes, are also so-called unhealthy. I put unhealthy in quotations because, as you will see, and I hope you appreciate, there is not a lot of black and white in terms of nutrition. I'll point out what some absolute black and whites in nutrition, but there is actually good and bad in almost every food source you eat. It all has to do with moderation. So it's all about quantity and controlling, how much you eat of the good relative to the bad. Now, saturated fats you've already known, probably from the media or the hundreds and literally thousands of books written about the subject in the last 20 to 30 years. But as a reminder, saturated fats are in sausages, bacon, butter, ghee, cream cheese, hard cheeses, coconut, and you already know this, but French fries, fried chicken, the typical cheeseburger or BLT has a lot of saturated fats, beginning with the bacon, the ground beef, especially if it's not lean ground beef, the mayonnaise, and finally the cheese. I guess everyone knows that junk food are named as such for a reason, and the reason it being is that they contain a lot of this so-called bad fats. And there are other components that make a hamburger unhealthy, and we'll go into that in more detail. Whole milk, lard, all contain significant amounts of saturated fats. Trans fats, or the trans fatty acids, are also very unhealthy. In fact, I would probably say that this is probably the only nutrient I would say you should avoid altogether if you can. Saturated fats, although considered unhealthy, still needs to be consumed as part of your diet, and we'll go into some recommendations as to how much saturated fat is acceptable, but saturated fats are in fact needed by the body to produce things like hormones, testosterone, estrogen, to name a few. But trans fatty acids can be found in margarines, shortenings, commercial peanut butter, most fast foods. And I put Land O'Lakes here in terms of some of the margarine that is advertised as zero trans fat. And I can say, as of this presentation, zero trans fat labeling is somewhat misleading because, frankly, you can advertise your product as having zero trans fat as long as it contains less than 500 milligrams of trans fats per serving. So, for instance, certain brands of margarine, one serving might have 400 milligrams of so or trans fatty acids, but the laws allow the label to be advertised as zero trans fats. So you can see how this could be a problem if you were to say spread the margarine having zero trans fats per serving and then taking multiple servings of that product. So 3 servings would amount to almost 1.5 grams of trans fatty acids, and this is clearly not healthy.